Hi students, welcome to Narayana online classes. So today we are going to discuss some more problems on theory of equations. Okay, so let us move to the first question. If the roots of that fourth degree equation are alpha, alpha, beta, beta, where alpha less than beta, then what is 2 alpha plus 3 beta minus 2 alpha beta? See, observe, one root is repeated twice, another root also repeated twice. Okay? Therefore, what we will do? We use the properties, sum of the properties. So, sum of the roots first. S1 is alpha plus alpha, 2 alpha, beta plus beta, 2 beta. So, 2 alpha plus 2 beta is equal to, and sum of the roots is minus of minus 10, that is 10. So, alpha plus beta is equal to 5. So, we got a relation in between alpha and beta. Okay, right. Now, what is another relation? S2. What is meant by S2? Sigma alpha beta actually, that is taken 2 at a time. Alpha into alpha, alpha square, plus alpha into beta, alpha beta, plus again alpha beta, plus alpha beta, plus again alpha beta, and finally beta into beta, beta square. So, this is equal to alpha square plus beta square plus 4 times alpha beta. But see, we know alpha plus beta. So, this can be written as alpha plus beta whole square plus 2 alpha beta. Okay. So, because alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta plus 2 alpha beta, that is 4 alpha beta. So, this is equal to, what is alpha plus beta? 5. So, 5 square 25 plus 2 alpha beta. So, this is S2. But see, what is S2? 37. And therefore, 25 plus 2 alpha beta is equal to 37. So, 2 alpha beta is equal to what? 37 minus 25, that is 12. So, alpha beta is equal to 6. So, there are two numbers whose product is 6 and whose sum is 5. So, clearly those two numbers are 2 and 3, because alpha less than beta, the smaller number is 2 and the bigger number is 3. 2 and 3, right? So, what is the question? 2 alpha plus 3 beta minus 2 alpha beta, that is the question. So, 2 into 2 4 plus 3 3 is 9 minus alpha into beta 6, 6 into 2 12. So, 13 minus 12, that is 1, and therefore, the answer is 1. Okay, students. So, you should know thoroughly the relation between coefficients and the roots. Okay, right. We will go to the next one, and this is same. See this one. If alpha and beta are irrational roots of the equation, then the roots of the equation alpha plus beta into x square plus 2 alpha beta x minus alpha beta is equal to 0. Actually, it is a fifth degree equation. It will have 5 roots. So, it is not easy to find all 5 roots. Okay, but there must be some property, or we have to go for trial and error method. So, what is the property here? Observe. So, clearly it is a reciprocal equation. So this and this minus 1, minus 5 plus 5, 9 and minus 9. Therefore, this is a reciprocal equation of class 2 or type 2 of odd degree. So definitely x is equal to 1 is a root. See whether 1 is a root or not. 1 minus 5 plus 9 minus 9 plus 5 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 5 minus 5 9 minus 9. Therefore, 1 is a root, and therefore by synthetic division we get the required fourth degree equation. See what are the coefficients? 1 minus 5 9 minus 9 5 minus 9 minus 1. So what is the root here? 1. So write that 1 here. 0 1 1 minus 4 5, that is 5, and it is and minus 4 and minus 4 minus 4, this is 1 and this is 1, 0. Because x minus 1 is a factor, you will get finally 0. Therefore, what is the required fourth degree factor here? 1 into x power 4 minus 4x cube plus 5x square minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. So already x is equal to 1 is a root. We got one root and we have to find the remaining 4 roots. Now see this equation, very, very important equation. So this is a reciprocal equation of type 1 or class 1 and of even degree. It is called standard reciprocal equation. So it is very easy to solve standard reciprocal equations. So how to solve? First divide with the x square. Divide with the x square. So this becomes x square minus 4x plus 5 minus 4 by x plus 1 by x square is equal to 0. And write this as, rearrange the letters, x square by 1 by x square plus 1 by x square minus 4 into x plus 1 by x plus 5 is equal to 0. And write this x square plus 1 by x square as x plus 1 by x whole square minus 2 minus 4 into x plus 1 by x plus 5 is equal to 0. So this becomes x plus 1 by x whole square minus 4 into x plus 1 by x minus 2 plus 5, that is plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, students? And therefore, see, suppose put x plus 1 by x is equal to t. See, suddenly this fourth degree equation becomes second degree equation. See here, t square minus 4t plus 3 is equal to 0. And solving this, you will get two values for t. Okay, so we will do in the next page. So remember this equation, t square minus 4t plus 3 is equal to 0. See here, t square minus 4t plus 3 is equal to 0. And what is this? Either t is equal to 1 or t is equal to 3. But actually what is t? X plus 1 by x. So that implies x plus 1 by x is equal to 1 or x plus 1 by x is equal to 3. Already one root is 1. Okay. And consider this case, x plus 1 by x is equal to 1. That implies x square minus x plus 1 is equal to 0. See the discriminant here, b square minus 4ac less than 0. That means you will get imaginary roots. Of course, we can write, but we are interested only in irrational roots, not imaginary roots. Therefore, I don't go for that. See, I will take this equation. Now, x plus 1 by x is equal to 3. So, that implies x square plus 3x becomes minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. And now you will get irrational roots here. Use the formula. X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. That is 3 plus or minus root 5 by 2. So these are the irrational roots. So we got 2 irrational roots out of 5 roots. 2 imaginary roots, 1 is an integer root and 2 are irrational roots. Now what is the question? If alpha and beta are the irrational roots, and now take 1 as alpha, 3 plus root 5 by 2, and 1 as beta, 3 minus root 5 by 2. So immediately what is alpha plus beta? 2 is LCM, root 5 minus root 5 cancelled, 6 by 2, that is 3. And what is product of the roots? Numerator 9 minus 5, 4. Denominator 2 into 2, 4. So product is 1. And now we have to solve another equation now. That is alpha plus beta into x square. That is 3x square plus 2 alpha beta into x plus 2x and minus alpha beta. That is minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, students? And now we have to solve this equation. So x is equal to, we use the formula again, minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac, that is plus 12 by 2a, 6. So that is minus 2 plus or minus roots, what is this? Root 16. So root 16 means 4 by 6. So that is 4 minus 2, 2 by 6, that is 1 by 3, minus 6 by 6, minus 1. So the roots are 1 by 3 and minus 1. See where 1 by 3 and minus 1, and see this one. Okay. So we'll go to the next question. The greatest real root of the equation. See that fourth degree equation. See that fourth degree equation. Is it a reciprocal equation or not? Yes, it is a reciprocal equation. 6, 6, minus 35, minus 35, 62. So not only reciprocal equation of class 1 and of even degree. It is a standard reciprocal equation. So those are very, very important to solve. See how we have to do. Take 6 common here. X power 4. No, first of all, write that equation now. I am writing once again. 6 into x power 4 minus 35x cube plus 62x square minus 35x plus 6 is equal to 0. Right, and divide with x square. 6x square minus 35x plus 62 minus 35 by x plus 6 by x square is equal to 0. And now from these two terms take 6 common, x square plus 1 by x square. From these two terms take minus 35 common, x plus 1 by x, and plus 62 is equal to 0. Okay. And now write this x square plus 1 by x square as x plus 1 by x whole square minus 2. So minus 35 into x plus 1 by x plus 62 is equal to 0. So this becomes 6 into x plus 1 by x whole square minus 35 into x plus 1 by x. This is minus 12. This is plus 62. That is plus 50 is equal to 0. See, it seems to be a quadratic equation if you substitute t in place of x plus 1 by x. So that equation becomes 6t square minus 35t plus 50 is equal to 0. Okay. So what are the factors? 6 into 50, that is 300. So this can be written as minus 15t minus 20t. See, this minus 35 can be written as minus 15 minus 20. And here 3t common, this becomes 2t minus 5 minus 10 common, 2t minus 5 is equal to 0. And therefore, if you take 2t minus 5 common, you will get 3t minus 10 is equal to 0. So either t is equal to 5 by 2 or t is equal to 10 by 3. So what is t, students? That is x plus 1 by x. So x plus 1 by x is equal to 5 by 2. If I write 5 by 2 as 2 plus 1 by 2, now there is an important result. If x plus 1 by x is equal to a plus 1 by a, so x is equal to a or 1 by a. Similarly, this x plus 1 by x is equal to 10 by 3 means 3 plus 1 by 3. Therefore, x is equal to 3 or 1 by 3. So we have 4 roots with us for the 4th degree equation. The roots are 2, 1 by 2, 3 and 1 by 3. So what is the question? Greatest real root. So greatest real root is 3. Okay, students? Right. Now I will go to the next question. So this was done. One of the real roots of the equation. So some logical thinking must be needed for this question. See, so we cannot solve this directly, but what we can do is, if I add x cube both sides, see what happens. So if I add x cube to both sides of the equation, then you will get like this. So this becomes 2x cube minus 6x square plus 6x minus 2 is equal to x cube. And take 2 common, x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 1 is equal to x cube. Okay, see what is this? This is x minus 1 whole cube. Observe, that is x minus 1 whole cube. Okay, students, so that implies 2 is equal to x cube by x minus 1 whole cube. That is x by x minus 1 whole cube. So take cube roots on both sides. So I want to find real root. So take cube roots. X by x minus 1 is equal to cube root of 2. So by cross multiplication, x is equal to cube root of 2 into x minus cube root of 2. So that implies x into 1 minus cube root of 2 is equal to minus cube root of 2. So finally x is equal to minus cube root of 2 by 1 minus cube root of 2. Or if you don't like this minus, so this is cube root of 2 by cube root of 2 minus 1. So see the options. Cube root of means 2 power 1 by 3 by 2 power 1 by 3 minus 1. That is the answer. Okay, students. Right. We'll go to the next one. This is the last one only. And see, alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of x cube minus 5x plus 4 is equal to 0. Then what is alpha cube plus beta cube plus gamma cube whole square? And see here, if alpha, beta, gamma are the roots, what is alpha plus beta plus gamma? What is sum of the roots? There is no x square term, that is 0. Okay. And what is sigma alpha beta? That is minus 5. And what is product of the roots? Alpha, beta, gamma? That is minus 4. Right. And now, whenever alpha plus beta plus gamma is 0, I am writing here. Whenever alpha plus beta plus gamma is 0, what is the formula for alpha cube plus beta cube plus gamma cube? That is 3 alpha beta gamma. That is a standard result. And what is alpha beta gamma here? Minus 4. So this is minus 12. And you need its square. So alpha cube plus beta cube plus gamma cube whole square is minus 12 whole square. That is 144. And see the options. So that is the answer. Okay, students, simple one. Right. We move to the next one. So this is the previous one only. If alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of x cube plus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0, then the equation whose roots are? Now for these types of problems, what we have to do? Now take this as y. See, all these are symmetric functions of alpha, beta, gamma. Therefore, what we have to do is finally convert this in terms of single root alpha or beta or gamma like that. So, we will try for that. So, suppose this is the root. We have to find a cubic equation whose roots are like this. So, this is one of the root, that is y must be the root of that equation. So, this is equal to alpha square by, see if I write this as alpha plus beta plus gamma minus alpha. There is no alpha here. That's why again I am writing minus alpha. And see, there is no x square term. Therefore, alpha plus beta plus gamma is 0. So, that is equal to alpha square by 0 minus alpha. Alpha square by minus alpha. That is minus alpha. And therefore, so that implies y is equal to minus alpha, or alpha is equal to what? Minus y. Actually, alpha is root of this equation. Alpha is root of this equation. Therefore, if I write alpha there, it should satisfy. That is alpha cube plus 4 alpha plus 1 is equal to 0. But what is alpha now? Minus y. So, I can write minus y in place of alpha. That is minus y whole cube plus 4 into minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. So, that is minus y cube minus 4y plus 1 is equal to 0. Or multiply with minus y cube plus 4y minus 1 is equal to 0. Finally, you can replace this y with x. So x cube plus 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. So that is the equation whose roots are these 3. So where it is, x cube plus 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. Write this one. Okay, students? Right. We'll move to the next one. So this model is very, very important. So many problems in competitive examinations like MSET like that. So they will give problems basing on this. Right. Same question. And see once again, if alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of this equation, then the value of this product. So what is the value of that product? So I will do one thing. I will find a cubic equation whose roots are this. Then this product is nothing but product of the roots of that equation. So suppose consider this equation. Again observe the roots are symmetric. So take y is equal to alpha plus beta minus 2 gamma by gamma. Right? So this is equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma minus gamma, that is minus 3 gamma by gamma. And now what is alpha plus beta plus gamma? Sum of the roots, that is minus 1. So minus 1 minus 3 gamma by gamma. Okay. So alpha plus beta plus gamma is sum of the roots. So that is equal to minus 1 by gamma minus 3. Gamma is cancelled there. So that implies minus 1 by gamma is equal to y plus 3. That implies gamma is equal to minus 1 by y plus 3. And gamma is a root of that equation. So in place of x I can write gamma. That means in place of gamma I can write minus 1 by y plus 3. Therefore, the final equation is in place of x write minus 1 by y plus 3 whole cube plus minus 1 by y plus 3 whole square plus minus 1 by y plus 3 plus 2 is equal to 0. And simplify this. Multiply with y plus 3 whole cube, that is minus 1 whole cube is minus 1, that is plus 1 into you will get y plus 3. Y plus 3 whole cube by y plus 3 means y plus 3 whole square means y plus 3. So here minus y plus 3 whole cube by y plus 3, that is y plus 3 whole square plus 2 into y plus 3 whole cube. And observe, it is a cubic equation. It is a cubic equation. Now you can simplify that, or what is the question? You have to find the product of this. These are now nothing but roots of this cubic equation. So the question is product of the roots. So what is the formula? Minus of constant term by coefficient of y cube. So it is enough. So minus, what are the constant terms? It is minus 1, there is plus 3 here, and there is 9, there is minus, so minus 9, and here see here 3 cube means 27, 27 2 is 54, so plus 54. So that is about constant by coefficient of y cube. There is no y cube here, no y cube here, no y cube here, only y cube here, and the quotient is 2. So this is the answer, and you have to simplify this. See, 54 plus 3, that is 57, minus 10, by 2. So 47 into minus 47 by 2. So that is the final answer. See the options. So that is the answer. Okay, students. Right. I will move to the next one. So this will be the same, yes. If the roots are in geometric progression, then what is k? So when the roots are in geometric progression, take them as alpha by beta, alpha beta are the roots with the common ratio beta. Okay, so immediately use the formula product of the roots. So what is the product of the roots? Alpha by beta, alpha beta. And what is the product of the roots formula? So minus of minus 8 by 1, that is 8. Beta is cancelled. So alpha cube is equal to 8. So that is alpha is equal to what? 2. Alpha is 2. So what is alpha actually? It is a root of that cubic equation, and hence 2 is a root of that cubic equation. It should satisfy the equation. So substitute 2 in place of x, that is 2 cube 8 minus k into 2 square 4 plus 14 into 2, that is 28 minus 8 is equal to 0. So plus 8 minus 8 cancelled. So 4k is equal to 28, and k is equal to what? 28 by 4, that is 7. So what is the value of k? That is the question. The answer is 7. Right? I'll go to the next one. Same question. If the roots are in increasing geometric progression, again same question, then what is this common ratio? Right, see, suppose the roots are alpha by beta, alpha beta. So if you are confused with this beta, you can take alpha by r also, because in general for geometric progression we take r. But here in general in this equation the quotients will be r. That's why, so without confusion, you will take like this, or you can take r also. There is no r, therefore I can take alpha by r, alpha into r. So these are the roots of that cubic equation. Right? Now apply product of the roots. Alpha by r into alpha r is equal to what is product of the roots? Minus of minus plus 512 by 1. So once again you will get alpha cube is equal to 512. So what is 512? It is 8 cube. It is 8 cube. Therefore alpha is equal to what? 8. So one of the roots is 8. But we need a common ratio. And now go for the sum of the roots. So what is the sum of the roots here? Alpha by r plus alpha into r. But what is the sum of the roots formula? Minus of minus 42 by 1, that is 42. Okay, students. And now in place of alpha, write 8 by r plus 8 and plus 8r is equal to 42. Okay. And if you take 8 common, 1 by r plus 1 plus r is equal to 42. So 1 by r plus 1 plus r is equal to 42 by 8. So can we cancel 2 here? Yes, 21 by 4. And therefore r plus 1 by r is equal to, this one becomes minus 1, 21 by 4 minus 1. Okay, what is 21 by 4 minus 1? That is 21 minus 4, that is 17 by 4. And now you will get a quadratic equation. But see students, a very useful result, x plus 1 by x is equal to a plus 1 by a, either x is equal to a or 1 by a. So accidentally this can be written as 4 plus 1 by 4, and that implies either r is equal to 4 or 1 by 4. So you get two values for r, but the question is increasing geometric progression. If you take 1 by 4, then terms will be decreased. If you take 4, then the terms will be increased. Therefore, the value of r is 4. That is, common ratio is 4. So already options are given. It is 4. Okay, students? Right. We'll go to the next one. So this is same. The cubic equation whose roots are squares of the roots of. Suppose this equation's roots are alpha, beta, gamma. And now we have to find an equation whose roots are alpha square, beta square, gamma square. Suppose y is equal to alpha square. That means alpha is equal to what? Root y. So, to get the required equation, in place of x, that means in place of alpha, you have to write root y. Therefore, this becomes root y whole cube minus 2 into root y whole square plus 10 into root y minus 8 is equal to 0. So, what is root y whole cube? It is y root y minus 2y plus 10 root y minus 8 is equal to 0. But we need polynomial equations. There should not be square roots. So, I will do one thing. So, I will keep terms containing square roots in the left hand side only. I will take these two terms to the right hand side, that is 2y plus 8. And in the next step, squaring on both sides, that is y root y plus 10 root y whole square, okay, is equal to what? 2y plus 8 whole square. And expand y square into y, that is y cube, plus 10 square, that is 100 into root y whole square y, plus 20 into y into root y whole square, y into y, that is y square. So 4y square plus 64 plus 32y. See, 8 to 16, 16 to 32y. And therefore, you have to simplify this. Y cube 20 minus 4, that is 16y square, 100 minus 32, that is plus 68y, minus 64 is equal to 0. And you have to replace x with y with x. So that is x cube. See where it is, x cube plus 16x square plus 68y minus 64 is equal to 0. See once again, x cube plus 16x square plus 68x minus 64 is equal to 0. So first option. Okay students, right, we'll go to the next one. Same question. All the roots of the equation are increased by some real number k in order to eliminate the fourth degree term from the equation. Now, the quotient of x in the transformed equation is, see, this is the previous model. 2 days ago we have done this. What is this? To eliminate the fourth degree, that means this one. So h is very easy, that is minus a1 by n into a0 minus a1 means 15, n degree is 5 into a0 1 So it is minus 3. It is minus 3. Okay. So what is the question now? All the roots of the equation are increased by some real number k. Of course, here h means decreased by minus 3. So increased by 3. Suppose the question is, what is the value of k means? The value of k is 3. Because it is decreased by minus 3. So increased means increased by 3 you have to write. But the question is not like that. In order to eliminate the fourth degree term from the equation, after that, write the transformed equation. What is the quotient of x in the transformed equation? So we have to write the transformed equation now. So quotients 1, x power 4, 15, x cube 94, x square 305. Okay, so I will write here. So there is no much place there. 1, 15, 94, 305, 507, 353. This one. So diminished by minus 3. Write that minus 3 here. 0, 1, minus 3. What is this? 12 and minus 36. Minus 36. So this is 8. 8 minus 3, 5. And 8 3 is 24. And 15, that is 17, minus 174, 1, this is 13, 131. So this is 3 ones are 3, that is 9, and this is 3, minus 393. And add them, 4, 1, 114. And again multiply with minus 3, so minus 12. So 3 plus 1, that is 4, and once again 3. And what is the constant? 1, 1. Suppose he asks, what is the constant term in the transformed equation? The answer is 11. But he is asking x term. So in the next step we will get that. Once again, minus 3, 0, 1, this is minus 3, 9, minus 27. So this is 1, 3, 31. And this is minus 93. And this 11 minus 3, that is 8. And 12 minus 9, that is 3, 38. 8 3 is 24. And 9 plus 2, 11. So minus 114. Therefore, if you add, you are getting 0. So the problem is over. The question is quotient of x in the transformed equation. So this will be the quotient of x, 0. So the answer is 0. So no need to complete all the steps. No need to write the full transformed equation because the question is only quotient of x in the transformed equation. We can stop there. The answer is 0. Okay? Right. We'll move to the next one. Same. The minimum degree of a polynomial equation with rational quotients having root 3 plus root 27, root 2 plus 5i. It is a tricky question because whenever you see this, immediately you think that there are 3 other roots, root 3 minus root 27, minus root 3 plus root 27, and minus root 3 minus root 27. So there are 4 roots here. Similarly, there are 4 roots will be here. So total 8 degree. But that is not the case. See, these are like surds. Root 3 plus root 27 means 3 root 3. So root 3 plus 3 root 3, that is 4 root 3 only. So to get rational quotients, if one root is 4 root 3, then the second root is minus 4 root 3. That is enough. Definitely you will get rational quotients. So for this, there will be 2 roots like this. But for this, there will be 4 roots. One is root 2 plus 5i, root 2 minus 5i, minus root 2 plus 5i minus root 2 minus 5i. So there are 4 roots here, there are 2 roots only here. Totally we need 6 roots to get the rational quotients. Therefore minimum degree is 6 only. Okay students, right, you go to the next one. This is same. The number of real roots of the equation. The number of real roots of the equation. See, we can use Newton's rule or simply write this function first. F of x, x power 5 plus 3x power 4. Sorry, it is x cube. So it is x cube (3x cube) plus 4x plus 30. See here, all powers of x are here odd only. Now find the derivative. 5x power 4 plus 9x square plus 4. See here, it is positive, it is positive, it is positive. Therefore, sum is positive. Suppose you may say, sir, if you take x is equal to 0, what happens? Even then, you will get 4. It is positive. Therefore, f dash x greater than 0 for all x belongs to capital R. So, what happens if f dash is always positive? F is always an increasing function. So, f is an increasing function. Strictly increasing function. Okay. Now, limit extends to infinity fx. What is happening to that function as extends to infinity? X power 5, infinity power 5, infinity, definitely you will get infinity. Now, limit extends to infinity, minus infinity. F of x, what happens? Minus infinity whole power 5 means you will get minus infinity. So, the function is a polynomial, it is a continuous function, it is always increasing, and right hand limit is infinity, left side is minus infinity. Suppose what is f of 0? 30. F of 0 is 30. So, what will be the graph? At 0 you will have 30. So, the graph must be increasing means it always goes like this. It won't come back, it will go like this because the function is strictly increasing. So, tell me how many times it crosses x-axis? Only one time. So, I don't need that value also. How many times it crossed x-axis? That is important. Only one time. So, number of real roots of that equation is 1. Okay. So, this is the option. Okay, students. Right. We'll go to the next one. This is same. The sum of the fourth powers of the roots of the equation x cube plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. X cube plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. Sigma alpha power 4. What is that? S1 power 4 minus 4s1 square s2 plus 4s1 s3 plus 2s2 square. So, this is the formula. Suppose you forget that. Now, you have to do this. So, you should not forget. See, alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square whole square. You expand this. This is alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 plus gamma power 4 plus 2 into sigma alpha square beta square. 2 alpha square beta square, 2 alpha square gamma square, 2 beta square gamma square. And what about this? Let us see this. Alpha plus beta plus gamma whole square, that is sigma alpha square plus 2 into sigma alpha beta. This is a standard formula. So this is S1 square is equal to sigma alpha square plus 2 into S2, or sigma alpha square is equal to S1 square minus 2S2. Therefore, in place of sigma alpha square, you can write S1 square minus 2S2 whole square is equal to, I need this. This is sigma alpha power 4 plus 2 into, and what is this? See, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha whole square. Now you expand this, you will get sigma alpha square beta square plus 2ab, sigma alpha beta square gamma, sigma alpha square gamma beta, like that. So you can take 2 alpha beta gamma common into alpha plus beta plus gamma. And see this one, S2 square is equal to sigma alpha square beta square plus 2S3 S1, and therefore sigma alpha square beta square is equal to S2 square minus 2S1 S3. So this is another result. This is another result. Okay, so use here S2 square minus 2S1 S3, and expand this, S1 power 4 plus 4S2 square minus 4S1 square S2 is equal to sigma alpha power 4 plus 2S2 square minus 4S1 S3. And finally, sigma alpha power 4 is S1 power 4 minus 4S1 square S2. And see, this becomes plus 4S1 S3. 4S2 square minus 2S2 square plus 2S2 square. So it is useful if you remember this result, or you have to prove like this. So you can remember, so because your memory will be very, very high at this age. So sigma alpha power 4 is that one. And now what is S1? So here we are very, very lucky, because S1, sum of the roots is 0, and therefore this becomes 0. S1, this becomes 0. S1, this becomes 0. So the only result is 2S2 square. What is S2? That is 1. So 2 into 1 square, that is 2 into 1, that is 2. Therefore, the answer is 2. Don't go for second option, 2, that is at fourth option. Okay, students? Right, we'll go to the next one. It's already done. Right. Thank you, students.